Hello everyone, hope you are well. In my last video, I mentioned that we were making a big decision with our vehicles, and I just wanted to go into that a little bit. No, we don't own three vehicles. Well, we do at the moment, but I am selling the 2021 Tacoma there, the black one. Yes, I am. Haven't had issues with it, it's been great. But I don't like having a payment. I just don't like having a car payment of any type. And that is the main reason we are going to. I was making payments on this, and it's like I said, it's been good, no issues. It's been good, but there's other things we can do with that money. I mean, we could handle it fine. I could go ahead and continue doing that, but it would free us up a little bit to be able to put it towards other things, savings, retirement. Just to plan more. And I mentioned in my last video that as I get older, I just like things more simple. I just really do. I don't have to have the latest and greatest. I don't have to have the fluff. I really don't. Now, what are we replacing it with? Nope, not this one. This one, this one is our RAV. We're keeping this one, of course. This is a 2018 RAV4. It's been great. And this for our, like our family car, our taking longer trips, longer rides, longer drives. This is our horse. And it has about 50,000 miles on it, so it's just getting broken in for a Toyota, and it's been great, no issues. This is going to be my daily driver. This is a 2004 Tacoma double cab pre-runner. Now it's a two-wheel drive, but it does have the off-road package, and it does have a rear locking differential, so if you are off-road some, and you start to get stuck, it will help you get out of a tight spot. So I don't plan on doing anything major like rock climbing, anything like that, of course, but had some mechanical work done to it. I've had this thing for about 3 weeks, had a little work done to it, nothing major, but it's in good shape mechanically. Had some tires put on last week. I think they look pretty good. But that is going to be my daily driver, primarily back and forth to work. I have about a 12-mile one-way trip to work, so I believe it can handle that. Plus the trips to get mulch, pine straw, rock, whatever. It definitely handle that. So. And I may do some light off-road, and it'll be able to do that just fine. Now, the one I'm selling, it is sold. They are coming to pick it up here in a few days. It's been good. Like I said, I have no complaints on this. This is a 21 Tacoma. And my biggest complaint, I guess, if you can call it, the only negative thing to it, other than having to pay on it monthly, is the seating position. If you're familiar with Tacomas, their seating position is kind of low, so it's like you're riding a dune buggy, sort of. Your feet are almost, when they're stretched out, they're almost even with your butt. So, and it's weird because this old one, the seating position is actually better in it than this one. So, it's odd. It's a weird thing. It's one of those things you don't really notice as much until you owned it for a while. So, that's the only thing I can really, the major thing I can say that was a negative to it, but that's not the reason, main reason really to sell it. But now, this one, like I said, it's an 04 Tacoma. This belonged to my father. My father owned it for about 5-6 years. He didn't drive it very much. And it apparently has spent its life before my father bought it. It spent its life in the South, so we don't have a rust issue. So especially with the frame is good. I checked it out good. Had a mechanic look at everything else, and it needed a little bit of work. Nothing major, like I said. The timing belt was changed just a few thousand miles ago while my dad had it, or actually I think it was a little before my dad had it. So. My father is no longer able to drive. He's got some vision and hearing issues, and he was going to sell it to somebody else, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I said, oh, I'll buy that thing from you. So yeah, so I feel pretty good about it. I believe it'll get me back and forth to work fine. And even if, like Mrs. Dawg said, even if we only get a year or two out of it, it will be fine. And I think we'll get more than that out of it. It has 250,000 miles on it currently, and it's pretty sound. It's pretty sound mechanically. I'll do a more in-depth, when the weather is better, I'll do a more in-depth look at it on the interior and all that. The interior is in really pretty good shape. Everything works on it, like the air conditioner, heater, has cruise control. It actually has a cassette tape player and a compact disc player. How about that? It's kind of like driving in the 90s, man. I like it. But I've had it for a few weeks now. Like I said, I've done some cleaning on the inside of it, and had that mechanical work done to it, had tires put on it. It does need a little work on the body here and there. It's got some battle scars, especially the rear bumper is really could use replacing. So it's functional right now, but I'm looking at getting something like that done. I'm not going to sink a ton of money in it on a vehicle this old. However, I'm pretty confident it's going to really last quite a while. I am. So, and like I said, for the road trips and things like that, we have this this horse right here in the prime of its life. So I'm not worried about it. But we'll have to say goodbye to the 2021 Tacoma. I bought it new in late October of 21. And like I said, as I've gotten older, I just don't have to have I don't have to have the newest and latest and greatest. I really don't. I mean, and if you've looked, the Tacoma is going through a redesign, and the 24s are coming out now, and it's a new design, and they look great. They look great. But the price is just up so high on the new ones that it's just outrageous. There's no way I would pay that. I mean, I could go ahead and do that and make payments on it for years, but no. Why do that? I need a vehicle. I need to get back and forth to work. I need a vehicle. I need a truck just to be able to do some landscaping with here and there, and nothing major. But this little, I'm gonna call it the little Yoda. The little Yoda is gonna do the job. I'm really confident. And it's, even though a smaller truck, is kind of funny to see them side by side now, because how much the Tacoma has changed over the years. That's a 2004. Now, 2004 was the last year they made the first generation. So this is a first generation Tacoma. In 2005 and 6, they went to the second generation. This is the third generation. Third generation is over now, and the 2024s are starting the fourth generation. But funny to see how much bigger they are than this first generation. They've really bulked up and gotten bigger over the years. And this one actually has almost more like a SUV feel, small SUV feel to it when you're driving it. You can whip it around, get it in parking places a little easier. The hood slopes down some where you can see better out of it. Whereas this one, I mean, it's not bad, but it's got that long, I don't know if you can really see it in the video, but it's got a long hood on it. Longer than a lot of full-size trucks. And this is about the size I used to have back in the day. Back in the early 90s, I had an F-150 for years, and it was awesome. And this thing is about the same size that was. Maybe not quite as wide, but similar. Very similar. So anyway. So yeah, something to kind of, I'm going to do a few other things too. Like I said, I'm going to look into getting the rear bumper replaced. And there's some stuff on it. There's some scuffs, some dents and things I'm gonna see about getting fixed up, and clean up the interior a little bit better. Maybe replace those headlights at some point. Replacing the tires made a huge difference. It rides really good. The old tires had tread on it, but they were dry rotted. They were old, so it rides a lot better now. So Obviously, it's not going to ride like the newer one. This one only has 21,000 miles on it. This one 250, so there's a difference. However, it works. It runs pretty darn good. So anyway, I just wanted to show that. Like I said, I'll do a deeper dive on the little Yoda. I'll take it out somewhere and do a more in-depth video on it at some point, as well as this one. This RAV has been really good. No complaints. Does the job. All right. Anyway, that's about it. Share your thoughts. Hope you have a good rest of the day. God bless you. See you soon.